Football is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. 70, step over. Look at my team.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First down, Rams.
They'll drop to throw. He completes this to Walker. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's 2nd down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Come on. Franco 80.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Tag. Cougar 19.
They're going to look to throw. Able to get away, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sharp. Let's see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jordan Watkins His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Purdy. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He's brought down.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
19 Charger, not Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo, 18. 18, Rattler, 8.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Takes it to about the 37.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Sticking with Walker on second down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Panther 60. Ready.
Walker now on first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A 60-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And we knew that it was going to be a Herculean effort from that distance. Had to drive that kick low, and you see the result, Charles. Someone got through and got a hand on it.
And from this outside observation post, I love the aggressiveness of both teams there. One to attempt that long field goal, and the other to send the house and go block it. He hit it pretty well, and I thought he was going to have a shot at it, but a nice effort on the other side, batting that one down.
Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Try. 10, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Looking to put a drive together.
Cougar 19. Reload.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Second and 11. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second and long. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 15. And the Rams.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in the zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 6.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
60, 19 Riot, 7 Virus, 18 5, cut 19, cut, go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
18, watch out. Yellow. Yellow. 21. Back to back. Yellow.
Play action. Now Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18! Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Rondé Gadsden as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pushing his way through. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively. Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Ready?
First down, Rams.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
60 Warriors, 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the bat on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Rams take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, Because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Get set. Get set. 18. What's up?
Now Purdy. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
18. What's up?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Ready? Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
First down and goal to go.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Purdy looking to throw. Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Man, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Get set, get set. Run around, 53. Watch the line, watch the bullet, watch the bullet.
30 now to throw off the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go, here we go. 21. Yellow. Yellow. Up.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position. Up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Rams first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Now he'll tuck this and run. Call it a loss of 18. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Drop 60. Ready? Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw, Purdy. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jaden Higgins, 30 yards. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
42. Rams, 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now. 69, 19, 70 range. 70 range.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Rams, 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2nd down and 3.
79 Broncos. 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A gain of 15. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
First down, Rams.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Rams, 24.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Get set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
83 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.